I'm muted. Hello there now. You'll be able to hear me, though you can't see my screen. I don't know why. Let me quickly correct that. Yes, now you can see it. Welcome aboard, everyone. I hope you're having a good afternoon or a good evening wherever you are in the world. I can see some familiar faces have already joined. Hello, Jada. Hello, Magdalena. Hello, Radosub or Radek. Hello, Dayan. And hello, Yatsa. I was supposed to have another student tonight, but unfortunately, they had to cancel late. I'm not gonna name them in order not to shame them. This is a supportive community. We're not trying to make anyone feel bad. So, of course, when somebody cancels, it is bad, but things happen in life. So instead of having our regular conversation class, I decided to do something new. It's my first time ever doing this type of quiz. So let's see how it goes. The way it's gonna work is we're going to open every field, and behind each one of them is a question. And your job as viewers is to tell me the correct answer. You'll be able to see the correct answer following your responses, and I'll be here to explain all the questions you might have and provide help when necessary. I hope that sounds good to everyone. Tell me before we start, how is everyone feeling today? Hello, Katie. How was the weather in Belfast? I can imagine it wasn't the greatest. I don't think it is the city with the nicest weather. I'd imagine Macau has more to offer in that department. Also, folks, let me know if the soundtrack is too loud. It is fine for me, but perhaps it could be distracting for you. So if it is so, please let me know so I could turn down the volume. Once we get those things sorted out, we'll proceed to the game itself. Magdalena says it's okay. Alright, so if the music is fine for everyone, we may start. I think music adds a bit to the overall game show feeling. And I've also prepared a special sound effect when you get the answer right. So I've decided to upgrade the production cost. Others are saying I should turn it down a bit. Alright, no worries. Let's quickly turn it down just a bit. Yeah. Have I... Oh, it's just changing. Okay, we can restart it and then make sure we get ready for the game. So folks, I'm waiting for your green light. Whenever you are, I'll start the game. So tell me in the chat when you're ready. I'll be waiting for your responses. So just write ready and we will begin. Well, in fact, when I think about it, instead of me opening each field, I'll just let you guys choose. So I'll see who's here, who's active, and then we'll be choosing the exact field. So in order to make it more efficient, you could write it as column B, row 3. But it doesn't really work like row 3. So for example, when I say column B, row 3, it would mean the one on the right. But it is a bit confusing because you can't have any orientation from the left. So let's not make it too complicated. Let's just say when you choose your field, you just write B1 or C5. It is simpler that way. Let's not overcomplicate things. Hello, Felipe. How's the weather today in Chile? I hope it is warm, but not hot. That's what I hope for you. So, Magdalena, you're the veteran here. You are the shared record holder with Aishagul. So why don't you start things off and give us the field? Which question would you like to take? Like I said, just write A3, B2, whatever you'd like. So you have the honor to open this game night. Give us the field, and let's see if you're gonna give us something hard or something very easy. I hope something in the middle. That provides the best value in terms of how challenging it is and how useful it is. I just hope Magdalena is here, because I know Magdalena sometimes has to address her work as it is her work day, but she is here. She is here. Looks beautiful. You love winter. Well, perhaps I love South American winters, but winters here in Europe are not so fun, as Ruddick would probably agree. A5. All right. Let's go for A5, and let's see what it holds. What is the plural of mouse? Let's hear you, folks. So everybody should try and answer, not just Magdalena. Whoever is watching, write your answer in the chat now. What is the plural of the word mouse? I believe you guys know what a mouse is, but how will we say when there are two of them? If a place is infested, so infested means it is full of different insects or different rodents, we're not gonna say that place is infected. We're gonna say it is infested with mice. Correct. Well done, Felipe. So if a place is infested with mice, it means so many mice are running around. It's a dirty hotel, for example. So where is my sound effect that I promised? I hope you can hear it. I'm so proud of my little production audio engineering I've got going on. So let us reveal the correct answer. I probably should have done that before I said it was right. Sorry guys, I'm still learning how to be a good game show host, but I'm proud that you've given me the correct answer. So remember, the noun mouse has an incorrect plural, which is mice. So there is no such thing as mouses in English. Okay, let's continue. A5 is out of question. Felipe was the one to answer correctly. So Felipe, please give us the next field. What are we going for? So like I said, just write B1, C2, A6, whatever you'd like. Since you got it right, you have the honor to choose the next spot. I think the first one was easy, wasn't it, guys? Not super challenging. Maybe Felipe gives us something more difficult. C7. Some people would associate C7 with CR7, Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's see if some Cristiano Ronaldo themed question is behind this space. Not quite, not quite. A synonym of improve. We could also say a more formal way of saying improve. Though improve is not inherently informal or colloquial, I would say that on average, more people will know the word improve than its synonym. So what is the synonym of improve? I'm sure some of you are gonna learn something new, or maybe not, maybe you already know it. Great job, folks. I'm getting a lot of, oh, why am I saying it is the correct answer? I'm the worst host. I should wait to reveal the answer here. Yes, it is enhance. It is enhanced though. Great job, folks. So if somebody tells you you need to enhance your speaking skills, it means you have to improve them. So improve, enhance, they are synonyms. Great job, folks. Now, Magdalena, you did give us the correct answer, but I'd like to give everyone a chance to choose a field. So let's go for Radek. Radoslav, please choose the next field for us. A5 and C7 are out. What's gonna be the next one? B2. All right, just like the vitamin. I guess there are many vitamins with B, like B2, B12, B7. Jada can tell us more about it. Okay, B2. The opposite of increase. Very easy. I think everyone knows this. But maybe it could be tough in the moment. Maybe some of you won't be able to remember the correct word. Oh, and I forgot to give you guys the sound effect for the correct answer. So this is for the previous one, and I'm sure we're going to be using it soon again. All three answers have been submitted. They have been submitted, and it is decreased. Yes, that's right. It wasn't hard. Big W's for everyone. Let's move on. So, who gave us... we have a new player. Kitkut. I'm not sure if that's how I pronounce your name. It's like a Kit Kat. But you've played a game on that name. So if you're here, give us a field. What would you like to open? A, B, C... and then a number like A4, B5, C1. What's gonna be the next one? Guide us in that direction. So when talking about increase and decrease, you can always hope that the prices decrease and your salary increases, your income increases. That's obviously what we all want. But unfortunately, nowadays, it is quite the opposite. The prices are increasing, they are rising, and our income hasn't grown much. I can't say it's not increasing at all, but it is not sufficient. B6, you'd say. All right, let's go for B6. Oh, okay. You guys will have to type a little bit, so write this number correctly. How would you pronounce this number? Now, that is the actual question here. Considering that my student is not here, they cancel late, nobody can pronounce this. So, folks, in the chat, if you don't mind, please write this down. How would you write this using the letters? So in a way that somebody who can't read Arabic numerals would be able to understand it. It's gonna take a while, obviously, but I'll pay attention to the spelling, so be careful about how you spell certain numbers. There might be some mistakes along the way. Let's see who gets it right first. So Felipe says 1,000. That's one part of it. But this number consists of, well, at least 3 individual parts and a bit more. It is a long number, so 1,000 would not work here, and it is more than 1,000. Still waiting, folks? Perhaps this could be the question that really gives us a headache. What did you do to us, Mr. KitKat? What did you do to my lovely community? I think nobody is a big fan of numbers here. To be fair, we generally should use points to divide numerals. This template used commas, but we are talking about a 7-digit number here. Why can I delete my mistakes? Are you asking why you can or why you can't? Because if you're asking why you can't, then I don't know why. You should be able to delete your wrong answers. But the correct ones should stay there. I still haven't gotten any answers, guys. Can't. Well, I'm not sure exactly why. Some people were able to do that. I remember some people correcting their mistakes. Maybe... You should probably ask AI at this point. I don't know. I'm not a tech-savvy person when it comes to YouTube. Folks, I still haven't received any answers. Will I have to write it down for you? Magdalena, Radek, KitKat. You already answered it? Folks, I can't see your answers in the chats. I think there is a problem on my side then. Why am I unable? Nope, I totally cannot see your responses. Let me check. Sorry, folks. But for some reason, I can't see your answers. I just see decrease 1,000, but I don't see anything else you've written. So why is that the case? Very strange. So you're telling me that you already answered the question, and I assume you've answered it correctly. But the problem is I can't see it. I hate tech. Could you all just write something in the chat so I can confirm that you are still there, still active? The only thing I can think of, I still cannot see it. The only thing I can think of is that for some weird reason, YouTube is automatically blocking your answers because it feels like they're inauthentic. Because why would you write 2,500,000, etc. in a chat? Maybe that's why. I have no other explanation. Yes, I can see your answers now. Hello, hi. Sorry, guys. We had some tech issues. So, just in case you are not sure about this, 2,573,891. And when it comes to the final number, you could say 891, but it is optional. It is not mandatory. So you can say 891 or 891. Sorry about the issue. I really don't know what happened. A big L in the chat for YouTube and their strange moderation policy. Let's hope that does not repeat. So let's move on to the next question really quickly. I'll open this one just because I want to forget about the chaos of the previous question. It's already making me break a sweat. And let's go for C1. Name 3 countries that have the in their names no US or UK. So you can't say the United States or the United Kingdom. It is off the table. Let's hope this time YouTube doesn't sabotage us. Ah, I can see your answers. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. I can see the answers. I'm happy. We are so back. We are so back. Let's go. W's in the chat. I'm so happy to see your answers once more. I don't know why YouTube had to do that to me. Sorry, everyone. Okay. You've given me 2 so far, but... Yes, the Philippines, a lovely country, and it is quite strange how the country is spelled with the PH, but then the nationality will be spelled with an F. So it is the Philippines with PH and Filipino with the F. The Philippines, yes, the spelling was fine. Is it double L? Yes. Or rather, not double L, it is double P and single L. Pardon my French. I don't spell the Philippines very often. It's just the country where many ESL tutors come from. But folks, I'm still waiting for the third country. We have the Philippines, the Netherlands. Where's the third one? We had 2 countries really quickly, but then the third one is missing. I've given the Philippines and the Netherlands as an example in the past. Perhaps that's why you remember them. But what could be the third country? No Google. No Googling, guys. Don't do it. So we have the Bahamas and the UAE. Yes, that's right. Both correct answers. I know about the UAE. Are the Bahamas a sovereign nation? The Bahamas. Yes, it's a country in the Caribbean. So both of those answers were correct. Great job. Let me give you that special sound effect. There we go. Yes, well deserved. The Czech Republic without of. So the Czech Republic. We would say the Republic of Serbia or the Republic of China when we want to address the form of government when the country itself does not have the in its name. So for example, Serbia, it will be Serbia, not the Serbia, but the full title would be the Republic of Serbia. On the other hand, the Czech Republic, its official name is that. So there is no the Republic of Czech. It does not exist. It is the Czech Republic. But otherwise, it is a correct answer. Great job, folks. Remember the rule. If the form of government is mentioned, then we have the. If it's a union, a collection of countries, and if the name of the country is in plural. So the Philippines, the Netherlands, the United States, and the Republic of China. So those are the cases when we're going to have the United Arab Emirates as well. So, I don't know, Katie, if you're here, give us a new place, a new space to open. I've written the example. So the Netherlands, the Czech Republic, the Philippines. One more time, double P, single L. Something for all of us to learn. Katie, go ahead and choose one spot. ABC and the number. Yes, big W's. I agree with that. Let's see if Katie is here and if she can give us the spot. I hate the fact that there is a delay. So like everything I say reaches you only after a certain time. And you know, that ruins the flow. Like I like to have that instant feedback, but that's just not possible. Maybe in the future with some more advanced technology, but for now, we're stuck to waiting. The biggest problem is I don't know if the person to whom I assign the role of choosing the next field is going to hear it on time. Katie says 5, but which letter? Is any 5 okay? Because we still have 2 5s, B and C. Should I just choose one of them? Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna close my eyes and choose one. I'm just gonna go like... but I have to peek. I might click on the wrong one. Okay, it is C5. Let's go for it. What's the meaning of the expression break a leg? Should be easy. Should be easy, guys. I don't think you're gonna struggle with it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get lots of correct answers here. I'm starting to like this song, but I'm so bad at picking out the instruments. Like, what instrument is playing? Is that... It's not a saxophone. But it is a wind instrument. I'd say so. The meaning is good luck. To give good luck. I actually don't know. In bocca al lupo in Italian. Wow, we even have some translation in Italian. But does it mean the same thing, Mauro? Does it mean break a leg? Because I think lupo doesn't mean a leg. Or I could be wrong. But what I do know is that you guys were right. It is good luck. So when you tell someone to break a leg, you're essentially telling them, you're wishing them good luck. Especially in some certain circles, I believe that actors and actresses like using this expression to wish one another good luck ahead of their plays. Let's go ahead and hear Tiferet 06. I hope I've pronounced that name correctly. Did you tell us your name before? Sorry if I forgot it. But if you could, please write the name again so I can memorize it. Because some of those nicknames are hard to pronounce. So go ahead and choose the space you'd like to open. Absolutely. Absolutely. I 100% agree, and I hope you guys would get more things incorrectly. Because if you actually get all the things right, you're not truly learning anything. Yes, you are testing your knowledge, but you're not gonna take anything from this stream. So the fact that now you know wishing someone to break their leg means good luck, you have just enriched your vocabulary. Grego. Could I call you Greg? Let's just go with Greg. So Greg, please just quickly tell us which space to open. So tell me like A1, B3, C3. Just don't go for any of the ones that we've already opened. So for example, B2, A5, C5 are off the table. B3, perfect, Greg. I hope you don't mind calling you Greg. Finish the sentence. Looking forward here. All right, this is a bit more on the grammar side of things. And Maura says, literally it is literally in the mouth of the wolf, but the meaning is the same. Okay, we're also learning some Italian. That's why this is Marco Lingo. Oh, I always forget the correct answer button. Guys, I need to automate this. I'm like a boomer. I need to somehow streamline that process. How's your English grammar, folks? Your vocabulary seems very solid, but let's find out how the grammar is. Okay, Magdalena, who's a regular viewer, has given us an answer. Let's see if she's right or wrong. I'm not gonna tell you anything. I'll wait for some more answers. Okay, Katie agrees with her. Saying, I look forward to hearing you and look forward to hearing from you are different. I look forward to hearing from you means you are expecting a response from the other person. And I look forward to hearing you will usually be followed by a clause. So I'm looking forward to hearing you sing a Queen song, something like that. So we have 3 answers to hearing. That's right, to hearing from you in this context. So I'm waiting for your answer. Grammatically, though, to hearing was all you needed. Every time we have looking forward, it is going to be looking forward to plus gerund and ing if it is a verb. You could look forward to your friend's bachelor's party, but that is something else. When it is a verb coming after forward to, it is going to be a gerund, it is going to be a verb ing. Keep that in mind. All right, let's continue. Go ahead and choose the next one. Magdalena, you were the first one to answer. ABC and the number. I have to go now. Sorry, if you're not streaming on Twitch, I recommend streaming there because it only has 3-second delay, way better than YouTube. Well, I used to stream on Kick in the past, but I sort of gave up on it because the discovery was really hard. If you're not a gamer or a drama channel, it is hard to break through. So here on YouTube, I've been able to form a nice little community that allows me to have nights like these. But at the same time, obviously, on the technical side, Twitch might be better for it. So I'll consider that. Maybe in the future, after I get a regular viewership of, say, 30, 40 people, I might ask those people to migrate to Twitch and then stream there. Let's replay the song and let's open B1. Is that right? B1, okay. Oh, something about geography. Guys, what is the capital of Canada? Who knows this? Your English is good, but how's your knowledge of the Anglophone world? So the word Anglophone means English is the native language there. It is a country where English is the official language. So Canada, the US, the UK, the Republic of Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, they're all the countries that belong to the Anglophone world. Ottawa, that's right, Ottawa. Perfect. So for those of you who didn't know, Ottawa, I'll say it as many times as necessary. Not Toronto. There we go. You shouldn't go. You shouldn't go, Kid Cut. You should stay here. You're gonna learn many new things. It is Ottawa. Most people go for Montreal or for Toronto, but it is Ottawa. Perfect. Felipe, since you're here, give us the next space, the next field. B1 to 3 are gone. B6 is gone. And so far we have opened the fewest spaces in the A column. So maybe something from the A column, but it is up to you. I'll let you choose. All right. Take care. You're welcome. Bye-bye. A2. Let's go for A2. This is a grammar question. You'll have to type a bit. What is the difference between less and fewer? What is the difference between these two words? How do we combine them with some other words? So think in the direction of quantifying things. If we are talking about the quantity, so how much or how many of something there are, how are we going to use less and how are we going to use fewer? Who can explain that to me in a nice, concise way in the chat? It is not an easy question. So let's see those folks who are really good at English. Who knows the difference? And of course, I forgot to do the correct answer button. So here is a bit of it in order to manifest you giving me the correct answer now. Because it is one of the more challenging questions, I'd say. Magdalena says less is for uncountable nouns. And that would be the correct answer. Yes. So less is for uncountable nouns. Items we cannot count, such as water. We can count bottles of water, but never water itself. So it is going to be more and less water. But then fewer is going to be for countable nouns. Nouns such as, let's say, human, the word human. So we're going to have one human, two humans. And if we say, oh, fewer humans are here, we need fewer humans to come, or more naturally, fewer people to come. We're not going to say less people. Now, less people is something you will hear in colloquial American English. You will be forgiven for making that mistake in that particular case, but the distinction is fewer for countable and less for uncountable nouns. Now, one bonus question for you guys. Is money a countable or uncountable noun? Give me that answer. Can we count money? In my mind, I have less than and fewer a number. Well, yes. You're gonna use less than or fewer than. So I could say we got less money than necessary. I just answered the question for you. Okay, thank you, Magdalena. Yes, it is uncountable. So less money. We can never say fewer money. Less money because it is uncountable. It is one very contradictory thing in the English language, because we can obviously count individual banknotes and we have the expression counting money, like I'm counting money at home, but we cannot actually use fewer with money, because fewer is for countable nouns and less is for uncountable ones. Hope that's clear, folks. I have to drive to my sister's house again. Bye. Money uncountable. Yes, perfect. Goodbye, Felipe. Take care. Magdalena. Oh, Mauro. Mauro is here. So, Mauro, give us the next field. What should we open? Tell us the magic number and the magic letter, Mauro. I'm happy that more people are joining the stream. We had KitKat, we had Felipe, Radek was here. I guess he had to go at one point. Maybe he got annoyed by my technical issues. Katie too. Katie sometimes gives us an answer. She's just lurking in the shadows and then decides to shine. B5. All right, let's do B5 for you, Mauro. An easy question. Give an opposite of tiny. Mauro, let's hear the answer from you. I think there's no doubt here about the correct answer. Oh, Magdalena has given us something huge. That's right. That's right. Huge is a good suggestion. Enormous, not long. So here are some suggestions. We have big, huge, gigantic, enormous. Those are all the words. Well, big is obviously an opposite of tiny, but big is more directly related to small. Tiny means very small, so the most appropriate opposites would be huge, gigantic, enormous. All the words that mean something is very big. Long, on the other hand, would describe the length. So how long something is. The opposite of long would be short. So they are two different adjectives. Great job, folks. Magdalena, give us the next one. Which space should we open? And of course I forgot the correct answer button. When will I remember to do it? Because I'm so focused on giving you the explanation, I just forget to do it. A7. Okay, some family relations. Colossal too, exactly, Mauro. Who is the father of your husband/wife? Of course, I don't expect you to give me the actual name of the person, but rather the relation that you have. What do we call the father of your spouse? We can replace the words husband and wife with the gender-neutral term spouse. So it is one person in a married couple. Magdalena says, father-in-law. Does anybody have any other ideas? Mauro seems to agree with Magdalena. The only correction to that is the official way to spell father-in-law or any other in-law relationship is with hyphens in between the words. So father hyphen in hyphen law. Daughter hyphen in hyphen law. That is the official way to spell things. Who else is still here? Greg, are you still here? Write something. So if you are, I'm gonna give you the next space. But while we wait for your answer, Magdalena, you could choose one again. Or actually, since there's only 3 people actively writing, maybe you could all give me one. So I don't have to ask every single time. Just Mauro, Greg, Magdalena, whoever is here, give me one space and we can just do them in sequence. So we can be efficient that way. Magdalena says C6. All right, let's open C6. What's the English name of the river that flows through London? Perfect, Greg. So give me one space to open. And if you know, give me the name of the river that flows through London. Thamesis. Not quite. We don't really call it the Thamesis. It is a bit simpler than that. Let's just put it that way. It is a bit of a simpler name. The River Thames. That is correct, Jada. Well done. Jada is someone that's been to London, so I think she has a slight advantage over the rest of you. So, the Thames. The River Thames. Perfect. Great job, Jada. Greg and Jada, give us next fields to open. Next spaces. We only have a couple of them left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9. Okay, not as few as I thought. We still have some. Yes, well-deserved W's for Jada in the chat. What's gonna be the next space, folks? I'm waiting for your suggestions. C4, the explosive. Extremely important or necessary. So which word or which words, there's more than one, which words mean extremely important or necessary? We need some synonyms again. Let's hear them, guys. Urgent? I wouldn't say urgent is really the word here, because urgent implies that something has to be done on short notice. It is something that has to be addressed right away. But it is not just extremely important or necessary. There is a different connotation to urgent. Jada says crucial. Magdalena says essential. Well done. Essential, crucial, and vital are the words that I have put down as the correct answers here. Well done, guys. So extremely important or necessary, when it's an essential thing, a vital thing for somebody's survival, a crucial task or a crucial job, all of them mean the same thing, something very important and necessary. Well done. Give me the next space, Magdalena. Let's open it. What is it going to be? We still have A1, we still have A3, A4, A6. B's are almost gone, only 4 and 7. And C's are down to 2 and 3. So not much is left, honestly. A1, just like the level we all started at. Name 3 synonyms of huge. Oh, we already had a question like this. We're just gonna skip it then. Sorry for that, folks. Just disregard this. Let's open. Magdalena, open the next one. Open the next one quickly. We know the synonyms of huge, big, not big, pardon, colossal, enormous, gigantic. Those are going to be your synonyms of huge. Hello, Miriam. Welcome. I'm happy you managed to catch the stream. Get ready to learn some more English and get ready to tell me the next field to open. C3, says Magdalena. All right. Ooh, this one's tough. What's the British word for sidewalk? Now, sidewalk in American English is that part for pedestrians, for people who are not driving next to the road. So if you have the road with cars on it, buses on it, you're going to have a sidewalk, usually on both sides of the road, where only pedestrians are allowed. Only the people who are walking. Oh, you're in a coding class. You just came to say hi. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Good luck with the coding class. Thanks for saying hello. But those of you who are still here, what is the British word for sidewalk? Here's a victory sound for you, Miriam. It is well deserved. Mauro says pavement, maybe because he watched my YouTube video where I explained the two different names for it. Pathway, footpath, not quite. It is going to be pavement. That is a very confusing thing because in American English, pavement is the surface of the road. So that hard surface, the asphalt that is on the road that you drive on, that is pavement in American English. However, in British English, pavement is the sidewalk. So my suggestion is keep both of them in your mind, but choose sidewalk. It is simpler. It is simpler. Yes. Thank you so much, Mauro, and big W's to Mauro for following through. Mauro, you deserve to choose the next space. Go ahead. We don't have that many left. We only have C2. Maybe we should be over with the C column, or perhaps we should bring the A column down to only 2. The same number of spaces that B still has. Yes, big W's, well-deserved W's for Mr. Maura. Be like Maura. Watch my YouTube videos. So, 3, 4, 6, 4, 7, 2. ABC. It sounds like a code. A6. It's like a model. Was there a car, like Audi A6? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's a model of an Audi car. Did I open the wrong one? Ooh. How can I go back? Oh, guys, I'm terrible. A big L for me in the chat. Please write the biggest L for me in the chat. How did I manage to click on the wrong space? Shame on me, folks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Nothing's going according to plan today. My student's not here. I had to improvise a quiz. There were technical issues with the chat, and now I opened the wrong field. I'm sorry. So, it is what it is. Hey, 4. Sorry, Mauro. Give me the opposite to cheap without saying expensive. What is it going to be, guys? How can you say that something is not cheap? Well, that is one way of saying it, saying not cheap, but try to use only one word. So no idioms either. You could say something costs an arm and a leg. It means it's very expensive, but that would not be the answer here. Magdalena says costly. Okay. Does anybody have any other suggestions? Some other answers you think might be right? Doesn't look so. And costly was indeed the correct answer. Pricey too. Pricey, though pricey is a bit more colloquial. Costly is a good one. High priced, yes. Sure, but it is not one word. So you could say it is something high priced, but costly would be the best single word alternative. Great job. I think we should open A6 just to make sure we respect Mauro's wishes. So I need to give you blank information. What kind of information? Well, actually, not what kind. I'm misleading you. We need to use a quantifier. So which quantifier are we going to use? I need to give you information is not a complete sentence. We need something between you and information. What is the word we're looking for? Mauro thinks it's some. Could it be a information? I need to give you an information. Does anybody think that is the correct answer? Perfect. Thank you, Greg. We have some different opinions. So some or an. Who else is here? Who else can give us an answer? Magdalena? Do you think it's some, an, or maybe a third option? Maybe we could use something else. A piece of information. Okay, you have chosen the hard route. Well, the correct answer here that I was looking for is the two answers you have given me. A piece of information or some information. Not an, and I will explain why, Greg. So, in English, information is uncountable. Crazy, I know, mind-blowing. I was shocked when I learned that. But just like money, we cannot count information. So it's either going to be some information, or if we want to make it countable in a way, we're gonna use piece, which is a countable noun. So a piece of information or two pieces of information, that works just fine, but it is going to be some or a piece of when it comes to information. Well done, folks. Let's see here. Greg, could you give us the next spot, the next field? We only have 4 of them left. So Greg, please tell me A3, B4, B7, or C2. What are we going for? And of course I forgot. Of course I forgot to play the victory sound. Here's to my great explanation. So B7. All right. A synonym of look after. Ooh, what is look after? What does that mean? I can only tell you guys that look after is one of those phrasal verbs that is non-separable. So when you have a pronoun, you are usually going to put the pronoun in between the main verb and the particle. It is an actual rule to do so when a phrasal verb is separable. So you're not going to say pick up me, you're going to say pick me up. But in the case of look after, because it is an inseparable phrasal verb, you're going to hear look after me. Take care of, care, take care. Amazing. Guys, big W's in the chat for all of you. I'm gonna play the sound now. You deserve this ring. Wow. I thought this one would be more difficult, but you all know what look after means. So take care of something or someone. You can ask someone to look after your wallet while you go bathe in the sea, or you could look after your children, for example. Protect, well, yes, take care of. Protect in a way, sure. It also works. We have only 3 left, and we have 3 people actively writing, so let's hear Mauro. Mauro, you were the first one to answer correctly. So choose A3, B4, or C2, and I promise this time I'm gonna click on the actual space you tell me, not on a random one. It's not gonna be a misclick. Trust me. I know you might be shy to write something now because you doubt whether you're actually going to get your wish granted, but take my words. Take my word for it. Is it A3, B4, or C2? Where are we going as we approach the end of this stream? This interesting stream from my point of view, because we had some challenges along the way that we have managed to overcome one way or another. Mauro still hasn't written anything. Mauro might be taking care of his son, might be looking after his son now. So let me choose for him, as I tend to do. I'm just gonna go for one space, and I'll choose the explosive, the B4. Or no, it was C4, the explosive. Like I said, guys, I'm just not on the right track today. Sorry. How do you pronounce this word? So what I need you to do is write the pronunciation of this word. I can examine. Of course, I chose the wrong one, Mauro. Of course. I'm sorry. I'm disrespecting you on this stream, but it is just not my night. We're gonna go for B4, unfortunately. So the way you should do it is, for example, if there is a word like accept. So the way you pronounce accept is accept. So what I need you guys to write is essentially this phonetic transcription. So how would you pronounce this word? Psychologist. Okay, psychologist. Pretty nice. Yes, I can write down the exact phonetic transcription. So it's psychologist. But really well done, Mauro. Yours is more in line with the British pronunciation because of the O sound. The American pronunciation would be psycha. So the stress should be on the second one. Psychologist. That's how we pronounce this word. The key thing to remember is that P is silent. So there is no psychology or psychologist, psychiatrist. No. Psychology, psychiatrist, and so on. The music has stopped. We need to play it till the end. So we're pressing the replay button. We're giving some positive vibes. And we also have Katie writing. Katie, welcome back. Psychologist. I like that, but it's not side. It's So there's no d. If we were to write side, it would imply it being pronounced psychologist. Psychologist sounds okay-ish in British English, but make sure you don't pronounce the d sound. Not psychologist, psychologist. If you want to go for the British one, go for psychologist. I guess that's how they say it in British. Psychologist. I don't know. Psychologist in American English. And as for the final one, here's the pronunciation, psychologist. As for the final two, I'm just gonna do it quickly because we're basically at the very end of the stream. An expression meaning it's very easy. That's how you guys felt about this stream. I think most of the answers could be defined with this expression. How can we say that something was very easy? That it didn't even make us break the sweat. What is the expression? That's right, a piece of cake. Don't forget the article. But for some reason, the answer here does not have the article. Some of the answers were written by me, some were not. I can say that in my defense. Like, I would have included the article. I swear to God. A piece of cake. That's right. So whenever you speak, when you use it in practice, say it was a piece of cake. It is a piece of cake. That's right. OF. And the final one, guys. If your father marries another woman, you have a what? What do we call the person who your father just married? Legally, of course. What is the relationship? So we said that marital relationships are in-laws. So for example, when you marry someone, they become, their parents become your parents-in-law and so on. But what happens when a person who already has children marries another person? Stepmother. That's what you guys are saying. And that is the correct answer. Again, there should be a hyphen in between. Nowadays, it is often omitted. Many people will just write stepmother as one word. It should be hyphenated in the traditional spelling rules. In the modern rules, it is becoming more and more acceptable to write stepmother. So it wouldn't be a mistake to write stepmother as one word, but you will see this spelling as well. Folks, that brings us to the end of this stream. Where's my lovely audio? There we go. You guys deserve big W's for your performance today. Let me know if you have any final questions. Sorry for this stream that was not really planned out. I don't feel too happy about it, but it was still better than nothing. The only alternative was not going live at all, and just like one of the viewers said, you were able to learn something new, whether it was the fact that sidewalk is called pavement in British English, or that your spouse's parents are your parents-in-law. I'm sure you were able to learn something new. W for everybody. I love the game. Thanks, Marco. W's for everyone. Yes, big W's to all of you who participated. I wish everyone in Europe a good night, and everyone in the Americas a good afternoon. See you tomorrow, folks. I don't even want to say what is going to happen because my plans are often changed. So we're gonna have fun and learn English. That's what I can promise to you.